I'm Todd Irwin for Home Theater Forum. Welcome to our E3 wrap-up. The big news at this year's show was the unveiling of next-generation consoles by both Microsoft with the Xbox One and Sony with the PlayStation 4. As we learned last month, the Xbox One will feature an advanced motion and voice detection Kinect controller, a built-in DVR for recording gameplay, a Blu-ray optical drive, and function as both a game console and media center. At Monday's press briefing, Microsoft announced that the Xbox One will be available in November for $499 and can be pre-ordered starting today.
Now, I'm excited to announce that Xbox One will launch this November in 21 markets around the world at $499 in the US and 499 euros in European markets, and 429 pounds in the UK. Every generation is defined by the box, the creators, and you, the fans. Thank you for building this community 76 million strong and growing. Thank you for being the ones who wait in line to play new games first. Thank you for the passion and excitement that drives us to be better. We look forward to defining the next generation of games together. It all begins this fall right here on Xbox One.
Sony countered with a $399 price tag for the PS4 with a November street date.
I'm very proud to announce that PlayStation 4 will be available at $399. €399, and for the folks in my homeland, 349 pounds sterling. In the US and Europe this holiday season, it's a very compelling price that offers incredible value given the amount of entertainment PS4 will provide to gamers over the next decade and beyond. Is PlayStation the best place to play? Without a doubt.
Of course, one of the big controversies surrounding the new consoles was their rumored approach to used games, with many fearing they would make game rentals, trades, and reselling extinct by only allowing a game disc to be installed on one system. Microsoft is standing firm on its policy and didn't even bring up the issue on Monday. But Sony's COO, Jack Tratton's announcement that nothing is changing on the PS4 was quite possibly what tipped the scales in Sony's favor at this year's E3.
In addition to creating an amazing library of new titles on PlayStation 4, we're equally focused on delivering what gamers want most, without imposing restrictions or devaluing their PS4 purchases. For instance, PlayStation 4 won't impose any new restrictions on the use of PS4 game discs. Guess that's a good thing. We believe in the model that people embrace today with PlayStation 3 and continue to demand. Just heard you there. When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever. In addition, PlayStation 4 disc-based games don't need to be connected online to play. Or for any type of authentication. If you enjoy playing single-player games offline, PS4 won't require you to check in online periodically. And it won't stop working if you haven't authenticated within 24 hours.
The gaming landscape is changing with new business models and new ways to play. But at PlayStation, concepts like true consumer ownership and consumer trust are central to everything we do. With each new platform, we do our very best to earn that trust, and we will continue to prove to you that we have the games, the entertainment, the value, and the innovation to give you the very best place to play. Thank you so much for being here. Good night.
Polk Audio announced a partnership with Microsoft to develop Xbox One branded audio devices, beginning with the N1 soundbar, available in both black and vanilla, and featuring Polk's patented SDA surround technology, along with 4 audio immersion modes tailored to specific applications. The soundbar includes 2 optical inputs, 1 analog input, and connection to a Bluetooth device. And also designed specifically for the Xbox One, Polk's 4-shot gaming headphones will be available in Desert White, Nova Blue, and Ink Black, and feature an Xbox One wireless puck, retractable near-field microphone for chat, and includes connections to be used with your existing tablet, smartphone, or portable media player. DTS is the leading sound system used on Blu-ray movies, and they brought their new DTS Headphone X technology to demo here at the show. DTS Headphone X promises to faithfully reproduce the home theater sound experience using only a pair of headphones. Hi, Todd Irwin for Home Theater Forum. I'm here at E3, and I'm here in the Enix booth with Jenny Rodriguez. So Jenny, what can you tell us about the Enix?
Well, Enix is a distributor for video game accessories for anything from next-gen consoles to retro consoles. We distribute worldwide, and well known for the Retrobit line that we carry. We have exclusivity to Retrobit, and this year they're actually coming out with a new console and new HyperMode series controllers that I'd like to show you.
Okay, let's take a look.
So right now it looks like they're playing Killer Instinct right now on the new Super Retro Trio console, which plays the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Genesis games. It has 6 controller ports, which are compatible with the original controllers or any third-party controller. The SR3 also comes with 2 controllers, which you can basically play all the games with those. It has a little door in the front, which you can close up, and this way you can keep it from getting dust or anything like that. We also have the Super Retro adapter. Let me grab that. This is sold separately for $39.99, and it plays the original Game Boy cartridges, the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color. And the nice thing about it is it's a separate adapter, so you can play it on any 16-bit console. If you buy it as a bundle, it comes to $89.99 with the Super Retro Trio. So that's pretty much the SR3, and then we have the HyperMode controllers over here.
Coming, but I don't know, like I think I'm gonna focus.
So as you can see, they're modeled after the originals, and they have the 14 function button layout and the thumb stick there. So right now it is, you have to have 3 AAA batteries, and then you have the receiver there, which also holds the memory pack. And the other function that the Nintendo controllers carry, or I'm sorry, the HyperMode series controllers carry is the turbo and auto functions that it has. So basically you can control your buttons based on your preference. So if you want to hold it in auto, you pretty much don't have to press anything. You could just pull it up here like this, and just pretty much leave it alone and it'll play by itself. So right now, these are still prototypes. We're hoping to have them available for the public in July. So we're waiting to hear back from Retrobit, see if there's any other changes that they're going to have on these particular controllers. And they also have the Nintendo and the Genesis controllers as well. They are compatible with USB, so you can play on your PC. The Nintendo controller is also compatible with Super Nintendo. And as you can see, the receiver's in there. It has the 3 different links there for you to hook up to your consoles. So.
Okay, very nice. I'm really impressed that you have the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I mean, we weren't able to get a unit to demo at the show, but at least we got, the prototype that we can show you guys what it's going to look like. And again, these are actually going to be released in September. So as soon as we get some review units, hopefully we'll be able to demo them and get a good feel for them. So.
Okay, that's great. All right, so here we are at E3. We're in the South Hall, right in front of Bethesda's booth. This little replica here from Wolfenstein. We're right across from Activision's booth. What you're hearing is a sort of a trailer for Diablo 3 playing on their 180-degree screen. It is truly impressive. They've got like subwoofers under the floor, so when there's explosions on the screen, you get a really nice foot massage. It's Thursday. This is the lightest day at E3, and it's still pretty packed. And we've only got maybe 2.5 hours left in the show.
Greetings, fellow agents. Major Monogram here to brief you on Phineas and Ferb's quest for cool stuff.
Okay, I'm here at Majesco Entertainment, here with Tony Chen, and he's going to tell us a little bit about a new game called Phineas and Ferb Quest for Cool Stuff.
Yes. So in Phineas and Ferb's Quest for Cool Stuff, they are searching for all the cool treasure for their backyard museum of cool, and they built this very new invention called the All-Terrain Transformatron Vehicle, the ATT. And basically, it's this upgradable, customizable, amphibious ride where they can go to outer space, underwater, under ancient temples to really find all these cool artifacts and loot for the backyard museum of cool. So they create this vehicle, and it has indestructible drills, wall scaling pinchers, and they're finding all this fun treasure like the floating baby head and the lost stone tablet wheel and Ducky Momo. A lot of references to the show itself. Meanwhile, you could also play as their pet platypus Perry, who's also Asian P. They don't know that, but he's this super crime-fighting superhero. He's trying to stop Dr. Doofenshmirtz from taking over the tri-state area. The Dr. D wants to unleash his evil, get rid of cool stuff innators, but Perry is going to take them all down by being the agent that he is. So Quest for Cool Stuff, it's on 5 platforms. It's on Xbox 360, it's on Wii U, Wii, 3DS, and DS, and it comes out August 13th this summer.
Well, thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
So here we are at Activision's 180-degree theater, where they're showing trailers all day. Got a chance to see some sneak peeks of Call of Duty Ghosts, including a press exclusive, which we don't have footage for because it's a press exclusive. They won't give out that clip. But I also got to look at the new Skylanders Swap Force game, which is really cool. You can now interchange your characters, tops and bottoms, so you can mix and match your power cues that you have. And then we also got to look at Destiny, which is the new game we saw a trailer for at PlayStation 4 conference. And counting the number of projectors that they're using on this screen is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 projectors are being used to create this 180-degree screen. Very, very impressive. So, thought I'd wrap up my video coverage this year at one of my favorite booths every year, which is the Video Game History Museum, where they have virtually every single console that was ever released, going all the way back to Pong. Okay, so we're getting into some really old systems here. We've got the Nintendo Famicom and Disk System. And then the original Nintendo NES. And the NES Action Set next to it.
It used to be one.
And then Nintendo would actually license their product to Sharp for a limited time. It's the Sharp Twin Famicom. And then Sega had its Sega Scope 3D glasses and their sports pad. And I actually had one of these, a Commodore 64. There's a cartridge and cassette tape system. Got the Super NES. And Sears even got into the market for a while with their own game system. And Atari had a video music system back in 1976, precursor to the 2600. And speaking of the Atari 2600, and then we've got the Mattel Intellivision. And the Magnavox Odyssey 2. So here's the Sega Saturn, which was came out after the Genesis and before Dreamcast, which was Sega's sort of last game system before they decided to just be a software player in the game market. And we have the old ColecoVision. And who doesn't remember the Odyssey from Magnavox? And Sega's swan song to the console market, the Dreamcast. And the Panasonic 3DO. And going back to 1978, we've got the Bally Astrocade, and then we've got the Nintendo Virtual Boy, which looks a major precursor to the Ocular to some extent. And we've got the clear Nintendo 64. The yellow, we've got the Nintendo 64, a yellow PS2, and a special edition Mountain Dew Xbox. So here's the Activision, sort of a tribute to Activision booth that we have here. We've got all the old Atari 2600 games. We've got some Sega Genesis games in here.
Yeah. I think all of them. There's a lot of them, right?
Yeah, we've got some PlayStation 1, some Dreamcast.
$50,000 gun. Oh my God, I saw Oh yeah, that's good. I remember Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
Thanks for watching Home Theater Forum's 2013 E3 coverage, and we'll see you next year.